guys, so I asked you on Twitter if you wanted to see like a beauty video today, and that actually won, but it's a Friday. I'm filming this on a Friday, which I need to learn better not to, and like not expect to actually film on Fridays, because we have like the maintenance men or whatever with the leaf blowers, and they trim the bushes and, you know, mow the lawn. They do all that today. So if there's a lot of background noise, I apologize. There isn't any right now. I'm going to try to film between it, but I thought this video would be better to film in those circumstances because I'm going to be primarily planning and not talking as much. So first, with my tracker, I liked how the tracker turned out, and I've actually gotten some advice from you guys that this kind of tracker can be more discouraging because it's not weekly, it's like a month at a glance basically. So some of you are suggesting that I do like weekly trackers, and I might add that to this space that I have on in my April spreads that I'm going to be doing today, because I am going to be keeping the boxes. And then I really liked how my filming list turned out, because I utilized this way more than when it was just a month at a glance and I had to put in appointments and things like that. I like being able to see all the videos that I've done this month on each channel. I kind of color coded for all 3 of my channels to see when I uploaded and when I filmed and stuff like that. Then these spreads were really beneficial, I think. I stopped using the goals in the future over here. I was just, you know, couldn't be bothered really, so I stopped writing that in. But otherwise, I really like the boxes. I think it saves a lot of space, and it looks like I'm more productive with my days because I actually not fill the space, but there's more to put in the space, you know. 2 more little updates that I started. So this is like the journal entry that I don't want you guys to see, but I started doing this spread called Be a Better Person, and it's just writing down tips to myself of things that I want to do and kind of like implement to make myself a happier person and just a better person. So they're just like tips and stuff. So I've only added 6 things at this point, but I do want to continue to add to this page. And I got a new bullet journal actually. I'm not going to use this yet, obviously, because I'm not done with the other one, but I got another Northbooks one. This is in gray. I kind of want to do different colors for different bullet journals so they don't all look the same. This one's actually a little bit bigger, if you can tell. It's longer, so I wanted one that was slightly bigger, but I wanted it to be a soft cover still and small. The other ones I was looking at were like large, or they were the same style but they were hardcover, or they were the same style and same, you know, thing, same page numbers, but more expensive. So I'll be starting this one when this one runs out. For the record, we're about that far into the book, so a little over halfway. So what I think I'm gonna do is keep a monthly tracker on the April spread, but I'm going to instill like a weekly tracker as well and do some of the things that I wanna do every day during the week in that tracker, so it feels a little easier for me to check them off every time. But this section I think I'm going to leave in the monthly, on the monthly page, but it's just like, this is such a small thing to put on a page that I'm just gonna have like a big space left, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that space. Decided to switch the pages of the tracker and the month at a glance. I moved it over here, just made sense to start with that instead of the tracker. And then I lined up the tracker with the days of the month on this side, so it just looks a little bit like nicer and neater. I removed tracking when I wear makeup. I can remember that. It's really not that important for me to know when I wear makeup or not. I don't really know why I tracked it in the first place last month, but I kept face mask, wash hair, film, upload. So these are just things I want to keep track of during the month, not necessarily daily things that I want to accomplish. I kind of want to add something over here, like important dates and events happening in April, because I do have some things going on, so I might just add like a little box where I can write things down. Okay, so I'm much happier with how this turned out. I feel like I'm finally finalizing what I like in a bullet journal, what I don't. So this is obviously reserved for like filming and stuff and all my video schedule, everything like that. And so I wanted to have a section for events that are coming up that I can just write in. This is going to be plenty big enough because I don't have that much going on, but I am going to be in LA at the end of the month, which I'm so excited about. And of course, that's, you know, the whole reason is because I'm going to DragCon, which I'm so excited. You have no idea. I have a hair appointment in there. That's not that exciting. And then for goals, I put exercise 3 times a week. 2 weeks out of April, I want to post at least 3 videos on my main channel. For that week. Normally I post 2 videos a week, but I want 2 weeks where I post 3 videos a week so you guys get more content. And at least 1 horror video a week. I need to get back on my horror channel. So I like how simple it is. I'm not adding any color this month. I kind of regretted doing that last month. So I'm just gonna keep it very minimal, simple thing, you know, just like this. This is pretty to me. Might be boring to you guys, but that's okay. I'm actually going to leave these 2 pages blank for a special bullet journal video I'm going to be doing later this month, which I'm very excited about, and that's all I'm gonna say. So then we get to this page. We're gonna do a weekly spread, and the only thing new that's gonna be on my weekly spreads are my tracker, which I'm actually gonna put in place of the goals. I'm gonna leave goals in the front of the month. The leaf blower's coming, guys. Can you hear it? Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into the month or the weekly spread, and I'll show you what I mean when I put the tracker over here. Okay, so I did a little mini tracker. All the boxes are pretty much the same. I mean, I've done that a million times, but I did this little mini tracker, and I will change some things around next time. One thing I didn't want to do is add the lines within the tracker because it is so small. It would just seem too like clustered together. So what I'm gonna do is take my biggest pen, and every day I do something, I'm just gonna put a little dot. That's something I've seen on other bullet journals, and I really like it. It looks really simple and minimal, and it's not messy in any way. One thing I did change was wake before 8. Before it was wake before 9, which I've been terrible at since daylight savings. It's just I've been waking up after 9, which isn't like a big deal, but it was one of my goals to wake up in the 8 o'clock hour. Now I'm gonna try to wake up in the 7 o'clock hour. I just wanna be a little bit more productive with my days and have more daylight to do things. We'll see if this helps doing a weekly tracker instead of a monthly one. I think it will, because it breaks it down for you to look at it as smaller goals versus a whole month. Although I will say it's probably gonna make me feel worse when I skip things because it's gonna be way more obvious that I didn't do something. Instead of like the big picture, it's gonna be like, well, in these 7 days you didn't do much. Anyway, it's a really, really simple spread this month, but I wanted to do that and just keep it really clean and nice. And I will be doing the video later this month for these 2 pages, so keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be a separate thing that's gonna be just dedicated to like a challenge kind of thing. So be on the lookout. And then here's my first weekly spread. I'll do the other ones later, but this is what they're all gonna look like basically. If you have any tips on what I could possibly add here that's not drawings, because obviously I could like add art and stuff. Maybe I'll add like a doodle over here. We shall see next time I do my bullet journal video. But I hope you enjoyed this really simple minimal bullet journal plan with me for April, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.